you, but instead have only ever shared what has been effective for me after I've done the work. But here we are. Everything feels fragile and scrubbed raw. Everything feels unreal and uncertain. Everything feels absent of all that matters and simultaneously too big to carry. And so I sat with it and prayed and journaled and obsessed and prayed some more. I didn't have the words for anything eloquent, and so my prayer became a plea, became the same two words over and over. Help me. Those were the only two words I could think. I was asking for God's help as I moved forward day by day, as I made decisions, as I answered the questions my children asked, as I faced the changes in my work, as I sat with my husband and we talked about the future, as I contemplated how to finish this book, and so much more. Help me. Help me? Help me. I prayed unceasingly and always aloud, falling back on a childhood superstition that if I didn't speak the words out into the ether, God might not hear. Those two words became a litany, became lines in a journal, became the last thing I said before falling asleep at night and my first thought upon waking. And somewhere, through the darkness of all that was, if not an easing of pain, at least a seed of clarity. My work has always been honest. Whether approved of or ridiculed, my books have always been a big offering of my truth in the season they were written. To remove that truth from my work now would be too great a loss in the midst of so many others. So here we are, you and I, standing in the midst of pain. Some of us are trying to make sense of the scars of our past. Some of us are holding gaping wounds together with hands that tremble and shake. But we're still here, together. I believe we are strong enough to do the work of healing, even if at times the effort makes us feel weaker than before we began. Don't fear your own weakness. Fear drowning in despair for the rest of your time on earth because you were too afraid to confront your pain. In the following, I will try my best to do just that. I will examine the pain and break it apart and laugh at it when possible and cry over it when necessary, but I will not ever again in my life, cover up my pain to make other people more comfortable. And neither should you. This book is my work as much as it is yours. Let's do it together. I call bullshit. Can we all just take a minute? Can we just, what in the actual almighty world just happened? I'm assuming you're not just listening to this book for the hell of it. I'm assuming you grabbed it, or someone grabbed it for you, because you're feeling like the main event in a butt-kicking contest. I assume you're here because some part of your world, or maybe the whole of it, got turned inside out and you're trying to find your way back. So before we run into what to do to change anything or help anything, let's take a second and call bullshit. Seriously. I know it's not polite. I know it's not what good girls do. Good girls don't call bullshit. In fact, good girls don't even know the word bullshit. It seems everyone would prefer that when we're hurt or scared or uncertain, that we don't bother anyone else with it. Or at least keep our feelings at an acceptable level. Yes, we know your world is burning down around you, but do please hold on to the propriety and stoicism of that quintet who continued to play even as the Titanic went down. No, not here, my friend. This book, this time together, this is our sacred space. This is an opportunity for you to be real and raw and to hold whatever negative emotion you have about whatever.